Now that I've seen Predator Badlands, it's time to find out where it fits into my Predator ranking. This is how I would rank all 9 Predator movies from worst to best. Now remember, this is my list, not yours, so if you don't like where I place the movies, don't call me a
son of a bitch.
Coming in at the very bottom of this list at number 9, and I don't even know why I included it in this list because I hate this movie so much on so many levels, is 2018's The Predator. To this day, I still don't know what Shane Black was trying to do with this movie. It misses on just about every single level, especially the forced humor. It doesn't work at all. There's some painfully blatant fan service in this movie that just reeks of studio interference. And that final scene with the Predator killer Iron Man suit is just absolutely pathetic. This is one of those few movies that should be completely wiped from existence as far as I'm concerned. Moving on to number 8, we have 2007's Predator vs. Alien Requiem. Now this movie is not very good at the end of the day. There are a few nuggets of really cool stuff. The Predator in this movie is a bona fide badass. This Predator kills more creatures and people in this movie than I think any Predator has in any other movie. Otherwise, this movie is just plain dumb fun, but it's also very gruesome. No one is safe in this movie. Not babies, not small children, not the elderly, not pregnant women. It's a complete slaughter fest. But that's if you're lucky to even see what's going on, because this movie is so dark. You literally have to have all the lights off in your house and watch this at night to even get a glimpse of what's happening. Now, this is where I have a feeling a lot of you are going to come after me in the comments. Coming in at number 7, I have Predator. Look, this movie is fine. I do appreciate all the nods to the 1987 classic. The score is essentially ripped completely from the movie, so I really feel like a lot of the film leans on that iconic score, and it does, in fact, enhance the movie quite a bit. There are some big kind of why did they do that moments in this movie, but overall, the Predator action is great. I will say, however, with the release of Predator Killer of Killers and Predator Badlands, this movie fits so much better into the Predator franchise than it did before. Coming in at number 6, we have Alien vs. Predator. Now this movie, you guys, is a very guilty pleasure of mine. Yes, it's a lot tamer than most other Predator movies, but it was the first time in cinematic history we got to see the Predator face off with the Xenomorph, and it took decades to get to this point, so the payoff was so sweet. It's just so much fun to watch these two killer creatures face off against each other. Plus, at the end of the day, this is one of the few Predator movies I can openly watch with my kids and not feel guilty. Next up at number 5, Predator Killer of Killers. This is another one of those Predator movies that gets better every time you watch it. There's so many layers in this movie that you catch something new every single time you watch it. And I love the anthology style of this film. With all the different time periods, we need more of these because watching Predators hunt throughout history is one of the coolest aspects of this franchise. And telling Predator stories through animations opens so many more possibilities, so many locations, you can be so much more brutally violent. It's such a perfect medium to tell these stories in. Now, from this point on, these movies are near perfect. Coming in at number 4, I have Predator Badlands. Now, even though this movie pulls open the curtain a little bit on the Predator, it successfully expands this franchise into what is one of the most epic adventure sci-fi movies of all time. This movie changes everything about the Predator franchise in all the right ways. Dan Trachtenberg clearly has an amazing vision for the future of this franchise, and I'm so excited to see where it goes next. Now, I can already hear everyone groaning at my number 4 pick, but I don't care. Remember, these are my favorite movies. And number 4, Predator 2. I saw this movie when I was 10 years old, and it blew my mind. And to this day, I still don't understand all the hate this movie gets. I really think it's a great continuation of the franchise, and not only that, it successfully expands the lore, it gives us more than one Predator on screen for the first time in cinematic history, and a fun little Easter egg in this movie successfully built the Alien vs. Predator franchise and gave us the movie Prey. And I also think Danny Glover is a painfully underrated leading man. At number 2, Dan Trachtenberg's Prey. For me, this movie is so important. It's almost as important as the first Predator movie. Dan Trachtenberg successfully resuscitated a franchise that was almost completely dead, coming off that disaster of a movie, 2018's The Predator. And up until this point, my whole life, I'd always fantasized about Predators in different time periods. And it was so amazing to see the Predator face off against Native Americans in the 1700s. As far as I'm concerned, this movie is near perfect. The only two things I would have changed are, one, and to this day, I still don't like the design of the feral predator's face. And 2, I firmly believe that if the character spoke actual Comanche, this film would have been elevated to 5-star status. And at number 1, it's pretty obvious. It is also my favorite movie of all time, not just my favorite Predator movie, 1987's Predator. This movie perfectly blends 1980s action with sci-fi and horror. The charisma of all these over-the-top characters, the script, the story, the setting, and most importantly, the creature design. Stan Winston built one of the most perfect monsters in cinematic history, and its likeness has lived on through all these decades, starting with this film. This movie is the intersection of sweet spots of 1980s action, sci-fi, and horror. I will never get sick of watching this movie. In my opinion, 1987's Predator is one of the most timeless movies ever made. And that's why it is and always will be my number 1 movie. But what do you think? Do you agree or disagree with my ranking? I would love to see how you would rank the Predator franchise, so let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.